Okay, so just wanted to let everybody know that I haven't been doing nothing for the last 2 weeks aside from just building giant robots, though I have been doing a lot of that. Hey everybody, Big Micah C, Micah Curtis here, and aside from just taking a second to show off the loud noises and giant robots of my office, because like I said, I've been very busy, distract you with my Sazave. The last couple weeks have actually been part of a larger thing for me, and I wanted to kind of talk about it real quick. So every year, I'm just knocking everything over. Every year, whenever I come to this point of the year, this is around where I started taking content creation seriously a number of years ago. And when I look back on usually this time period, more giant robots, I think about what I want the future to look like, because I've had a whole year's worth of time to kind of evaluate whether or not I want to continue to go in certain directions or if I want to do other things. And in this particular case, I've kind of come to a conclusion just looking at not just this year's worth of content, but the last several years as well. And Alexa, shut up! One thing that I wanted to talk about was what I want to be doing going forward with this channel. And the funny thing about it is, the more I thought about it, the more I realized it's not so much a change as it is a return to form. So some of you guys have probably noticed that I've done a lot of reviews of things over the last, I want to say, like 4 or 5 months. And I'm going to be honest, I've been having a blast with them. The 1 Year War series that we did for Mobile Suit Gundam was a lot of fun. The reviews that I have planned in the near future are going to be a blast to do as well. And I really feel like by doing that, I'm getting back to really what I was best at. If you go back and look at some of the videos of where like I was seeing the most channel growth, there's the outliers that talk about an issue, and there's a lot of views on those, like the For Honor controversy about the whole Deus Volt thing. There was years ago when Angry Joe was getting pissed at his audience for demanding him do his job. And of course, you know, the video that made me famous, not really, where I was discussing social justice and comic books. And videos like that might happen every once in a while, but I don't really want to fall into this idea of being the culture warrior guy. And there's a reason for that. It makes me miserable. Some of you guys have probably followed over the last, I don't even know how many years, that I have largely been cutting things out of my life that make me miserable, make me tired, make me angry, and things along those lines. And constantly talking about culture war shit makes me fucking miserable. I hate it. And not to mention, I'm very much of the opinion that a lot of people that constantly are diving into culture war stuff are spending all of their fucking time on the internet looking at the worst news humanly possible, and it drives them crazy or just makes them stupid. I mean, we actually had people that thought that because there were no panty shots within the remake of Resident Evil 4 that the West was crumbling. One of the dumbest fucking things I've ever heard in my life. Another fun one we got from Doomcock lately was him saying that George Lucas is gonna buy back Star Wars, as opposed to taking his giant pile of money, retiring, enjoying time with his family for the rest of his life, and having nothing to do with any of that nonsense. Yeah, that totally sounds like something he's gonna do. My point is that it makes you stupid, it makes you crazy, and people are just driving themselves nuts over it. Because a lot of them just can't laugh about the silliness that goes on, or they just have really stupid ideas. Because there's a lot of stupid people on the internet. Go figure. I would much rather just review stuff. I would much rather talk about the things that interest me, or just review something that's gonna be funny to talk about. For example, one thing that we're going to be doing within the next few weeks is reviewing Cyber, which is one of the most violent manga and anime of all time, and I think that it's going to be a blast to talk about because not just of the fact that I'm a gore hound and I like watching gallons of the red stuff get shed, but also the fact that the story's kind of fucking stupid. But that's the fun part of discussing it. Plus, of course, getting back to Gundam stuff, other mechas. Of course, I have a review of Code Geass planned, things along those lines. And ultimately, I feel like in taking this channel back in that direction that I was in ages ago, we're gonna have a lot more fun as a group. I'm gonna have a lot more fun as the content creator. Shirt Dude will hopefully have a lot of fun as the editor. And then, of course, we'll all have fun together with me, the creator, and you guys in the audience. At least that's my goal, is for more of you guys to have fun watching my videos, instead of feeling like the world's gonna explode after I get done ranting about something. And I know people really do like it when I insult people, because Lord knows I'm good at it. I am very good at talking trash. At the same time, I would much rather talk trash about media that is just bad, just for the fun of it, than I would anything else at this point. Because if nothing else, we can have some laughs, right? So, regardless, that is basically where we're going to be taking things. And, you know, getting back to form. Hopefully we'll also get back to doing Micah and the Hatman whenever we can figure out what Hatman's schedule is going to be like for the near future. And then, of course, because now that YouTube has a podcast section on it, we could just put the podcast there, since because of a scumbag who got our podcast channel demonetized ages ago, you know, that happened. So we put him back here, we can make money off the show again. So with that said, I just wanted to do this to update you guys on kind of where I'm looking to do things. It means that there's not going to be as many videos. Hopefully we can get to a point where we're getting them done once a week, but maybe not so much. We'll see what happens, but we've got cool stuff coming. Code Geass review, Cyber review. I'm going to do a retrospective on the Arkham games, the main trilogy, not the Origins stuff, because Origins Black, well, Origins is not a bad game. Origins Black is terrible, but going through all of those, just as sort of a tribute to Kevin Conroy, and then of course the Mobile Suit Gundam deep dive, which I'm still working on, taking my sweet ass time with, because I want it to be perfect. So with all that said, I want to thank you all so much for hanging out with me and enjoying these years upon years that I've been doing this with me, and hopefully you'll all stick with me as I, you know, bring things back to basics for us all, so that we can all have fun together. And of course, I'm not going to go through the whole spiel about all of my comics. Just here's the basics. Three Nights is still on Indiegogo. American Monsters is still on Indiegogo. We're dealing with a snafu with PayPal when it comes to getting the rest of Inglewood Book 2 printed. Update will be on the campaign soon. I'm not going to leave everybody in the dark on that. I just wanted to get further into the support process with them so that we can know where we stand with that. Inglewood Peregrine crossover mailing list still up. You get a free print if you sign up for that, and then end up backing the book whenever we start the campaign. So on that note, guys, I want to thank you all so much for hanging out. Support links, social media, all in the description below. My name is Micah Curtis, your favorite vanilla gorilla. Have yourselves a good one.